top 10 reasons why you should be eating fruits, based on personal testimony, based on things that I've experienced live this last year on this side of heaven, outside of my family, my kids and my wife. Fruit is the biggest thing that's changed everything. God has given us things on this earth to help us. And I'm just going to go through this list of why maybe you should start thinking about eating more fruits, putting more fruits in your diet. If you're not eating any fruits right now, that means just going to the store, figuring out what fruit you like the best, purchasing that, and eating it. Organically, preferably, from the vine, the best, if you're in a place where you can do that. And most people have access to that, especially right now, all over. If you're already a pretty avid fruit eater, maybe think about getting more of a variety. Maybe adding some more things, understanding more of the fruits and what they do for you and different things. I love fruit facts. I don't know why. I love getting into figuring out why that lemon charges this water and makes it into a certain kind of water that actually turns into structure. And if you just take water and you pour it and it creates a vortex in there, and how that lime and now some people are like, well, there's not a lot of science. I don't know. I do it, so it works for me. Maybe it's all in my mind, but structured water, like, it's fun learning fruit and just getting to know each fruit. And I like to say having a relationship with it. I'm going to get in more in that relationship part because I believe there's different fruits that want to talk to you in different ways and have a different relationship. I believe that's an old, ancient language, is fruit. So just here's some things. Again, this is like basically since March, I started eating these fruits. And since March, I've lost 50 pounds. Again, I didn't get into this to lose any weight. That was not my intention at all. Not only did I lose 50 pounds, when you do it with fruit, I don't care what the doctors and all these other people say. If you eat a lot of fruit all the time, just all the time, you're going to feel electric current go through your body. It does something to your mass, and when you're lifting weights or if you're doing any type of weight restriction, I even work at a feed store just to get some kind of, because you almost have this charge in you that has to do something. And when you eat a lot of fruit, your body's going to turn into muscle. It's not going to just turn into fat. Now, if you're eating a lot of fruit and it's turning into fat, I don't know. I would like to kind of challenge that. I would bet you, if you're eating a lot of fruit, I'm not saying eat only fruit. I'm not saying that. I'm saying if you're just eating a lot of fruit all the time, you're going to get some muscle. You're going to. Now, there are some things you could be putting in your body that could just be totally counteracting that. Alcohol is one of that. But let's get on to a little bit more. I'm not going to preach at you guys in that. I grew an inch. I got taller. I actually grew an inch taller. That's crazy. That was like 2 months ago. I might be an inch and a half taller now. So funny what happens when you get your spine to line. Started sleeping better. Here's a crazy thing. If any of you guys have ever been drinkers, you know, like the pain of drinking and sleeping and all that. That's a hard thing to do. And you wake up a lot and you're always hurting and just anxiety and you just start overthinking. Dude, I require 4 to 5 hours of sleep. That's it. I don't get any more than that. I have to go to sleep. And when I sleep, I used to remember most of my dreams. This is the crazy thing. You would think that I'd be remembering all my dreams. I sleep so hard in those 4 hours, I really don't remember my dreams anymore. But I wake up refreshed and knowing that my dreams matter, that something is going on in there. Where before I felt like I was always kind of like in the anxiety dream, not really getting to the real dream part. Man, your sleep with fruit, oh my gosh. You talk about when you wake up at that 3 o'clock in the morning, if you ever do that. My wife tries to. She used to be able to wake me up. She likes to get up sometimes. She gets at that 3 o'clock spiritual thing when she doesn't know that's what it is, but she gets up at 3 o'clock in the morning. She used to wake me up. I get up. Now, I can't do it because my REM is so deep. And that's, it's interesting because sometimes my body's in a lot of pain at nighttime. And I'll wake up, not pain anymore. Why? Because when your body's sleeping, it repairs itself. And so, like, it's doing, while I'm sleeping so hard that I really don't even recognize this. When I do wake up, I'm like, fall back asleep, and I wake up. It's like going to almost like a chiropractor at night, and they're doing all kinds of stuff to you, and you wake up, and you're aligned. That's how I grew 1.5 inches, eating fruits. I'm telling you guys. These are medical statements, claims. Like, so if there's any doctors on here, these are fruits. Absolutely, these are medical claims I'm making. I think this can, like, I hope that, man, there's some pills out there can do some good, but man, I hope we can start learning that there's other pills and you can get them right off a tree. They're called berries. My tooth. I had a tooth. I was supposed to get a what do they call it? A root canal on that. Cost something like $1,500, $2,000. Or they were going to have to go in there and do the thing and cut it out. It was so swollen up, so much pain. One day, just opened up, the tooth fell out, and no infection. It's taken a long time to heal because I guess those things take a long time to seal up. But in the process of that, my tooth came out on its own. My knee, I had a torn meniscus. Now, if anyone's had a torn meniscus, for years and years I've had a torn meniscus. Guess what? Gone. No torn meniscus anymore. Let's see, I've renewed relationships with my stepkids. I have a great relationship with my stepkids. You know why? I'm present now. I'm out in the nature with them. I'm doing fun kid things. I had horrible relationships with them this last year because of all the different stresses and all that, especially with my stepsons. And renewed relationships, man. I'm watching my stepson Owen just become alive and happy, and he was grumpy from eating fruits. I can go on in here about all the different things. How about my kids are just blessed in general? My mind is clean. We have a beautiful home. Like, listen, guys, if you want to change in your life, I'm just gonna say that you can do a lot of things, but just be honest with yourself. Are you really giving fruit a chance? Are you really don't make it a law. Don't make it a big burden on yourself. Don't make it into some big kind of diet, huge thing you have to do. If you just go and get some fruits and through the day, just eat it. Eat it through the day. When you're stressed out, eat some fruits. Before you go to bed, eat some fruits. If you wake up in the middle of the night, you're stressed out, eat some fruits. If you're driving down the car, do you have a little box of some apples and some bananas? Do you have bananas? They're easy. I take bananas wherever I go. Never ate bananas before. Why? They're easy. You have to have fruits with you. I'm telling you guys, we're coming into a time. I'm going to be hammering this, man. I really believe this. We're coming in a time where there's going to be a new way. I'm telling you guys, there's going to be a new way. People are getting sick of the medicine. Bodies are starting to reject it. Alcohol sales are starting to go down. It's actually flatlining right now. A lot of people are looking for something different, and they don't know it's cheap and it's in the stores. They don't know that everybody literally basically on this planet has access to some of this in some kind of form, even if it's just little berries. They don't know. We just don't know yet that I believe the answer that God gave us is their original food. And there's going to be some people that are going to be ready for that. They're going to be out there telling people, just eat fruit, eat fruit. I get there's dietitians on here. I get there's people that know the diets and they know all these things. I'm not mad at all that. I don't really care. I don't really care what someone's diet is. Someone asked me if I'm a vegan today. I guess so. I eat fruit. I guess, is that in the vegan diet? Because that's what I eat. I'm not against meat. I'm not against anything. I don't care what you do. I don't care what my family does. I don't care. There's really no rule. And some people get mad at this oil and that oil. Just eat fruit. Just eat a lot of fruit. Just eat a lot of fruit. Get your water, put it out in the sunshine, and drink your fruit, because it's harder to eat lemons that way. Get some pineapples. Get some apples, man. You can go and apples. Get some bananas. Just go crazy with it. Just eat fruit. If you're stressed out, eat some fruit. Get some berries. Eat some fruit. All the time. Just eat some fruit. Eat what you want. I'm telling, don't get mad at me, other health people out there. I don't really care. I don't have much to lose. Eat fruit. And guess what's going to happen? Is all this time you've been trying to change your attitudes here and your diets here and lose all this here, you're going to be working way more here, because the whole time it's a spiritual journey. And then when it starts to go from there, it'll go into your heart. How are you going to get your heart if you're taking a bunch of pills? Be honest. How are you going to let things get to your heart if we're drinking so much? We have to calm it down, eat some fruits, work on our heart, and guess what's going to happen? You're going to start to heal. Nobody told me to stop eating meats. I don't like meats anymore. Not against people that eat meats. Don't do it anymore. You know why? Because my body just started saying, I don't really want it. Just doesn't feel right. Just doesn't feel like the right thing anymore. And it started with like beef, and then I went to pork, and then it kind of went, I get to the point like I just don't really want it, because you start feeling more and more. When you feed yourself live food, after a while, your body just wants it more and more. If people tell me that they just don't really like fruits, it's telling me that they don't eat enough of it yet. Sometimes you got to force yourself just to eat a bunch of fruit. I'm not saying don't stop all the other stuff. I had a little bit of cheese pizza today at work. They give it to me for free. Guess what? That's fine. I have no rules with myself. Zero. I can eat what I want to eat. But I ate some fruit before, and I ate some fruit afterwards. And I had some fruit on the pizza. That won't affect me at all. Guess what? All that turns into a bunch of energy. Your body can turn a bunch of, like, if you can just get to the point where you just make this the biggest food. This is the food of the future, guys. Mark my words. This is the food of the future. Food is going to be the food of the future. We don't know it yet because they've all been telling you that you're just a bunch of flesh and blood and you just need all these pills and you need all these things. They're not telling you that you're electrical. They're not telling you that the structured water in here is actually charging your body. They're not telling you. There's secrets they're not telling you. You can go a lot longer without food than you think you can. In fact, you can make yourself pretty full. Your body, and you don't just shrink, you get strong. I have so much electricity, energy bursting outside of me. I just lifted probably 30,000 pounds at work today. And I'm out here 11. I have 8 months ago, I was laying in my bed with a hangover, or drunk, sick, not going to sleep good. What life do you want? Guess what? I know what life I want. I know what life I'm going to pursue for the rest of my life with this. I'm going to pursue this. I'm going to tell people this secret. It's not funny anymore. You know what I mean? It's not just a fruit anymore. It's not just a silly little thing anymore. I watch what people are shoving down their throats and thinking it's just completely normal. Ha, ha, ha. And watch all the commercials with all the look. And that's fine. And this is funny. God's food. Can we wake up? This is funny. All the stuff that we're consuming, and this is a joke. I'm telling you guys, it's the food of the future. So, sleep well.